You know what nobody tells you about joining an MBA? That you'll feel average. Not because you are average, but because you're surrounded by people who are toppers somewhere in their places. Everyone is very confident, someone has cracked something, someone led something, everyone has different ideas. And for the first time, you would, at least for me, for the first time, I thought that I'm not the most smartest person in the room. And I think that's a good thing to have. But for someone who is in an MBA right now or who is in a very competitive place, this video is not about networking more or joining case competitions, etc. It is more about how to make the most of your MBA without losing your sanity. So let's get started. Okay, so let's talk the first 3 months of the MBA. So what happened in the first 3 months, at least for me, is that whenever I entered the college or I'm going to a group or something else, I found people talking about very heavy terms of strategy, frameworks, and I was like, I don't know anything of any sort of that. And half of the things I came to the room and Google it. And I realized that maybe I am not competitive enough to be here or I am not capable. It's just I got lucky. But after talking to different people and being in the degree for a longer time, I realized that this is something that happened for most of us. Because this is how the system works. And when you come here, you'll realize that you are having imposter syndrome. That is a very common term in MBA. What I concluded is to for the making most of it is not to just compare yourself, but to make you sharper. I mean, the best you can do of your MBA is to gain the knowledge that you don't have. So if someone is talking about something, go and ask questions. They won't find you silly, honestly. And if they find you too, you will get a new perspective. So if you go to the other place or the other group, you will have a topic to talk about, which maybe they don't know. Your knowledge has increased. So what worked for me is I genuinely ask questions. I was like, okay, मुझे नहीं पता है. I have accepted the fact and I question, if you don't want to question them, just be the part of the conversation. You will get a lot to know about it. If someone knows guitar, try to learn guitar from them. Try to learn and use make most of it. This is the first thing that we could do. Now comes the second trap, the business trap. As you enter the college, after a month or two, the club committee's process is involved and there's other things going on. After some 2, 3, 4 months, there comes the fest. The fest preparations goes on. And suddenly you are part of a club or committee, maybe more than one, more than two. You are doing case competitions, you have taken a live projects, you have done academics. And I think sleep takes a back step. More than sleep, I think your health takes a back step because you try to be there at every point of time. You try to cover everything. But the main fact that I have realized is this MBA is not about doing everything because it has, infinite things. You have to make a choice because if you don't make a choice, you will be burned out at a point of time. I personally have felt that because I tried to be there in every party, in every hangout, in every live project, try to apply to live projects, try to apply to case competitions, try to be good at academics, try to be in the club and committees all at the one time. You can't do everything at a one point of time. You have to choose and prioritize. So it is better, especially your sleep. I don't think so sleep compromisation or anything that goes on health should be compromised. You will do one less thing, but you will be healthy, then you will be doing the other 5 things more effectively. So it's not about being busy. It's more about how mindful you are about what you are doing. So do whatever you like, whatever you feel would add more value to you, and choose your battles. That's it. So now third point is, at a point of time in your MBA, you would realize something very scary. That everyone here has a 999, 998, 987 profile. And everyone has a case com, everyone has a life project, a POR, a internship, because everyone do a SIP, everyone do a life project. Mostly all of the people are in the club or committees, or if they are not, they would be in their undergrad. So everyone has their PORs. So there is nothing that could stand you out. Now, if a company comes for a marketing role, for example, because I have knowledge of that, there would be nothing that you could stand out. So for that, I think, for me personally, LinkedIn has helped me a lot. content creation has helped me a lot personally. I mean, there are other ways too. For someone in finance have done a CFA level 1 or level 2, that makes him or her stand out. So developing a point of view is very important. For example, if you for example, there's a marketing interview and you tell that you have done work here, it would be very common from other candidate too. But if you tell that I have built a 20 campaigns for this D2C brands, or these are the campaigns that I have built particularly, this is how your work speaks. So developing a point of view is very necessary. Just pointers would not help. So this is again a third point. Now let's get to the fourth one. So now let's talk about the placements. So whenever your placement starts, your CV shortlisting on the first initial stage starts, you will find a different atmosphere, because suddenly everyone is very actively there. Your WhatsApp groups will shut down for some time, and everyone would be a bit competitive. Not everyone would be competitive, of course, but if you don't get a shortlist now, you will start calculating your worth. Am I doing wrong? Am I enough? Am I worthy enough? But again, this also comes with experience, that I have realized that it is not just about your efforts. It's just not about your CV. It's more about your luck. It's more about of course, it's your hard work. It's more about company preferences, your batch competitiveness, or the students who are remaining to be placed. Then it comes with the cultural fit. It comes with a lot of factors, and you can't let your shortlist decide you, because if you let it, your identity would be lost. So making the most of your MBA would not be again deciding your worth on your shortlist. It's just a part of the process. Take it as a part of the process that would keep you mentally sane. Honestly, this either night you would get very sad on not every shortlist or not every conversion, because it's a very long process. Maybe you got shortlist, maybe you don't get into a GD. If you get into a GD, you won't convert an interview. It is a very long process. It has a lot of factors other than your hard work. Of course, your hard work, smart work is a very important aspect of it, but it is not everything. So yeah, this is one. Now coming to the next point. The real advantage of MBA. So the real advantage of MBA is the proximity of people you have. Like, you are currently sitting with the future founders, future CEOs, future managers, very successful people who would be mostly, because you are in that atmosphere, right? So you build a very good network. And if someone is like be a future founder or CEO, he would be having some brain or network or something that is not with you right now. So you could take leverage of it. You can take advantage of it. I mean, someone would be very good in structuring answers. Someone would very good be making presentations. Someone would be very good at presenting maybe, or talking to people. So I think that is how things have been evolving, and this is how you network. I mean, you can build a very good network on an MBA. You have so many opportunities. You don't have to put an extra effort to talk to someone. You have so many club committees process. You have intersection. You have infinite amount of events that you can participate into. So I think build a good network in MBA is very important, and don't force fit it. If you want, I can make another video of it. If you want to any video of any pointers in detail, you can text me. So yeah, this is how. Now coming to the last point. Don't let MBA become your whole identity. I mean, your placements or your CV, your shortlist, your club committee should not be your whole identity. You should do things that you were enjoy doing before you came to the college. Like, maybe it would be dancing, maybe it would be drawing, maybe it would be sports, maybe it would be writing. Don't lose yourself in the process, because I think that is something that will keep you going in the longer term, because then neither you will be exhausted in the longer term. So yeah, I think that is all I have for the video to make the most of it. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me anytime on any of the platforms. Also, coming to my fifth point, you won't have that exposure again in your life to meet because I have done an offline internship in the month of April and May in 2025, and I was living in Ahmedabad. And there, when I came back from the office, I don't have the like-minded people, because I was living in a PG and everyone was very elder to me, and someone was doing something else. So I don't have that ambitious people or the good crowd. I genuinely miss that working environment for that 2 months. So the kind of exposure that you get in MBA, you won't get it anywhere else. So make the most use of it. This is for the video, guys. Thank you for watching.